Oh, guys, guess what?
Whoa!
New studio, who this?
Whoa! Someone did say on the last podcast that you did solo that they missed me pressing the buttons.
I didn't. So as you guys could tell, is yours loud and clear and good and everything?
Yeah, I'm loud and clear and good. Are you loud and clear and good?
Yeah, I feel like I could just go up a hair more.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Ooh, yeah, that was just that little bit. Woo, crispies. So we're in our new studio. We have a lot to do.
Yeah, this is just kind of, I don't know.
First day,
you'll see it evolving. And then again, this is at the very bottom of the list of things to do. It's just kind of like at the end of the day. Yeah. Let's kind of tweak the studio here and there, work on it.
Yeah, and we got lighting and stuff set up. We got shop lights. We got skulls. You probably can't even see. Can you see the light behind the skull?
Yeah.
We are gonna try to dial this in and stuff, but it'll be over time, and we'll figure out, I don't know, just how we want to do it and
just
stuff.
Just really get it down. But this already feels so much better.
Kitchen table we stole from the house.
Yeah.
I'm at first she said, let's get the kitchen table. So I don't want to do that. We need this to be looking good.
I know. I kept mentioning it. I was like, it'll fit. It'll work. Just try it.
Oh, this table looks like a baby in here now.
Yes, it's so weird. The kitchen, like in the house.
Yeah.
This table looked so much bigger.
It did look pretty massive. That's why I was just like, it's gonna be big and bulky. I like it.
Yeah,
it's
and it actually folds in too. Like this middle piece comes in.
Yeah, we have room. We could scoot over a little bit this way. We can have some guests. We'll have to figure all that out as far as like whoever's sitting up front would have to be out just a smidge.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out the angle.
Yeah, but we could always, even if we wanted, turn the table sideways, put them on the insides. Yeah. So I like it. I like it so far.
Just for literally, you were in town today. I was like, hey, let's grab this. He stood and just looked at the table for so long. And
I had it envisioned in my head. It's just the way I work. I don't know.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to let him think about this and we'll circle back. And we ended up loading it up.
I was trying to think of stuff to do as far as the wall. I was like, all right, the table. And I was trying to imagine the table there because I thought it'd be cool. We still might. It just all depends. But instead of having just wood everywhere, have it to where we put like paneling and paint and we have it more of like a flat black. And then when you put lights on it, you can almost light up the back any way you want.
Yeah, and again, we might put a TV where we can eventually put stuff up on there,
clips and
whatever,
our logo or whatever. But yeah, we're
gonna be an ever evolving thing.
Yeah, and that's the cool part of it. This is something we enjoy. It's something that we're not going to. I mean, we're gonna try. Don't get me wrong, but we're not going to ever try to make it. This is our job. We got to have 10 of them out a week. We got to have this. Now,
that's once it gets to that, it just takes the fun out of it.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I think it'd be awesome to do a podcast every day. And if it came a point where we were making good money and we could not build and just do podcasts, then hey, I'm all for it. At that point, I will 100% take it a lot more serious. But on that, as you guys can see from the title, cancel culture.
Wow.
We have been there and done that.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't know when the switch happened. Not with us.
Oh, as far as just in general
in the world. Yeah, all is like cancel culture with cancel them. Yeah. Like when did that become a thing? Like why?
When losers started taking over, that's why.
It's just like it's
I'll tell
weird.
you that this will make a few people mad. I'll tell you when all of this started. This is my theory. And there's gonna be a lot of people mad.
Is this your theory?
No. There's a lot that it's gonna. Do you remember a few years back whenever the whole being a mom is the hardest job in the world phase was going on?
I feel like that's always kind of like in the background.
But there was that
social media push.
Yeah, there was a phase, and it was just. I mean, it's been a while because I was like hardcore on social media.
Oh, and the shirts came out and popping like mom boss or like.
Oh, maybe I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I just know that it was always like this big, like being a mom is the hardest job in the world, and it's like, well, mom's been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked? Have you ever worked oil field jobs before?
Yeah.
You know,
well, dealing with a human life.
I mean, I get where they're coming from, but there's a lot of hard jobs.
Yeah,
let's get off that.
Yeah,
before
I would
we
say I don't think with that it was nobody ever said that it was easy. It was just like somebody needed validation.
Yes, and I think that's where cancel culture started coming in, not just because of that, but it was about that era. This is just all in my head the way I see it. But I think this is when social media really started taking over, and it became everyone had a voice, and everyone was like, "No, what I say, no, what I feel, and it gave everybody a voice, and no one could get punched in the face because it was behind a screen."
Yeah.
And then it became a thing where a lot of, and I know I'll probably get flack for this too, but I mean, it's just the truth. A lot of losers were able to stand up, if you want to call it that. Not even stand up. It was more of mob mentality. It was more of, people could jump in together and attack someone without getting punched. And it became where a lot of people had a voice when they never could have a voice, and then they started to cancel people.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, and then also it used to just be like, if you don't like something, you don't like something. You don't have to be so like onwards about it. But it became a thing. Oh, this isn't something that this person said one thing 10 years ago. I don't like that. And then everybody get behind it type of thing. It's like, oh, cancel them. But it's like, in my mind, it's like, why on earth would you want to completely ruin somebody because you don't like something they've said? Like a one statement.
Because that's their way of, okay, I'll just say.
That's more messed up than the actual statement or what, I mean, I don't.
I'll bring this into personal stuff. This is going to get real personal. This is going to make people mad, and I really don't care.
But hey, that's what makes you relatable, is you be truthful and you be talking personal.
Yeah, it's about to get real truthful and personal.
Am I about to get blamed?
No.
Okay.
But, all this stuff going on recently, I'm a terrible person, and I just do a lot of terrible things, and a lot of people try to bring up the past. Well, I'm not going to say names or anything, but a female that is no longer in my life tried to be relevant and try to come in and say stuff that was never said before, all this type of stuff. But it's people that try to be relevant when they aren't.
It's like, that wasn't even the topic of conversation.
Do what?
It was like, no, not like you, but
yeah.
What was?
Yes. So, and that's, but
it's like, this is my time.
But yeah, let's be real. This was, I'm not relevant. I haven't been relevant. How do I get to be seen? And this is truly how I feel, because this is cancel culture, and this is my time to jump in because a lot of people are saying things. This is my chance to get a punt. It's that cheap, you're in prison and you're fighting people, and you're able to jump in. It doesn't
look good. It just makes you look like a scorned person.
Yes.
But yeah, and again, it's that mob mentality. Yeah. Oh, jumping in on this opportunity.
And that's all it is.
People are trying to take this person down. Yes. This is whenever I'm coming in as well. And that's how it is with
everything.
And it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, how does that make you... That makes you so much worse than the person.
What it is it's the whole cancel culture. It's a bunch of losers, just straight losers that don't have a voice. But then they feel like there's a lot of people that are saying this. I can jump in, and I feel like a lot of cancel culture, they don't even know what they're mad about. No. They're doing it because they want to be a part of something.
Yeah,
and I think that's a huge thing. And it's like the whole thing with, all the stuff that was going on with us. Whoever could feel, there was people out there putting videos out talking about our stuff that had nothing to do with our stuff, but it made them relevant.
Yeah, I mean,
whether they were trying to cancel us or not, it's just people try to be relevant, and everyone wants their 2 seconds of fame. Everyone wants to be heard because they're not ever heard, and they will jump in on things. And it's like, I was listening to a podcast on the way here, and this guy, was getting canceled, cancel culture on him. And he's like, you can't cancel me.
Yeah.
You can only get canceled if you want to be canceled. Because
and then whenever we were being threatened to being like, I will cancel you, I will take you down,
Yeah.
Your response too is like, you can only get canceled if you allow it.
Yeah.
Truly.
And
like,
look,
just keep posting.
We're still here.
Yeah.
And we're doing fine. And before all of this started, and I think everybody that knows they're doing something and they're going to try to get canceled would probably have the same mindset that I took it, went with it and everything. And it's the same thing as listening to the podcast. And that's what kind of like sparked this. You were actually listening to a different podcast, and and it was about this type of thing. And right before we started, I was like, "You want to talk about cancel culture?"
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" On the way here, because we were driving separate.
Yeah,
I was listening to your mom's house.
Yeah, and I was listening to Full Send, but they had Andrew Tate on there.
Oh yeah, which is even more funny because on your mom's house
they were talking.
They were talking about how they had Andrew Tate on there, and then cancel. Like I don't know who that person is. Yeah. I don't know.
Y'all can just Google Andrew Tate and you'll figure it out.
But that what they were saying too was it's just a bunch of haters, and then I mean again, the bigger you are, the more haters you're gonna have.
Yeah,
and also, what did she say, Christina? She said something like a hater is just.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would have been good. It would have been good.
You might think of it. But when you do something and you already know people are going to be upset and this and that, it's like whenever all of this stuff went down, we talked and everything. And I said, you know what? We need to just do what we think's right. And we will get hate. We will lose subscribers. We will lose people. We'll lose things. We'll have people talk trash in comments. We'll have... these people saying they'll take us down.
Though, like, people talking trash in comments or whatever, it was, like, at the very bottom of the list.
No, I'm just saying in general, of everything going on. We already knew it was coming, and I said, I'm willing to sacrifice it all to stand our ground and do what we need to do and say what we need to say because we know... on our side, of course, there's three sides to every story. Yeah. On our side, we said and did what we thought we needed to do, and it didn't matter if people tried to cancel us. It didn't matter if people were mad at us. It didn't matter. And I said, don't worry, this is going to happen. We're going to hit a little bit of a low, and then we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing our normal life. We're going to stand for what we stand for, and it'll come back up. And we've already gained back every subscriber that we lost.
Yeah. But like also, dang it, see, this is where I need my notebook.
It's in the truck.
Is it?
The truck's over there.
Oh, yeah. Because as you were talking, I thought of something, but I already forgot, so never mind.
But yeah, we just kept pushing through. And it's just one of those things,
I got it. I'm back, guys.
That's why I said what I said.
But yeah, you can't live your life afraid of that cancel culture too.
Yeah, no.
Because otherwise you're going to be constantly like censoring yourself, and it just creates a different reality. Honestly, that's not real. It's like creates this like little bubble, and it's not real life.
No.
And it would be nice. I mean, if you think about if we didn't put everything out there.
Oh,
honestly, we don't put everything,
no.
But like, if we did create, like, live in that cancel, like, afraid to be canceled and everything like that little bubble, it would be almost like kind of peaceful a little bit, but at the same rate.
It'd be peaceful to the public.
Yeah.
But internally, we would be, and that's what kind of the whole, like, Burning Bridges episode, stuff like that. I just don't care. I don't care. I would rather be at peace and happy with myself and make people mad than to make people happy and internally I'm eaten up. I've been there.
Yeah.
And guess what? You get used and abused no matter what. And so you might as well just stand your ground and say what you had to say. I'm not going to walk on eggshells. I am not responsible for you being upset about something. Yeah. You as a person should learn and know how to handle your feelings. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. Here's an honest to God truth. I've watched an insane amount of videos on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. An insane amount. And I have never, not once commented something bad.
That is true.
If I don't like it, I just don't watch.
Yeah.
I'll turn it off and I'll just move on.
Very true. out of all the videos or podcasts, like everything that like I'm a fan of and everything, even if something is being said, don't like or whatever, I am never personally offended.
No.
And then even then, most of the time it's a joke.
Yeah.
Or, that's so true to even be like, I guess we're just not haters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I'm also the type too, and this might ruffle a few feathers because I'm sure people do this that watch, but I'm also the type too that's like, let's say a big celebrity tweets. I don't do tweets, but post something. I'm not going to get on that person's thing and leave a comment. It doesn't matter if it's a good comment back because they're not going to read it. Yeah, it's not even them that posted it.
No, that's one thing. Like
it's their management.
Political stuff. Like one of their political person tweets something or posts something on Facebook. It's not them, but
they're
then
like,
we just
love you,
and then you just see all these comments like hating.
It's not even them.
Yeah, they will never see that. But yeah,
they'll be like, "How dare you, President? How can you feel this way? Do you not have a soul?" That person ain't gonna read it. Now, when you're like, even some of the these channels. Like we do a thing where it's like Chelsea Lynn, she does mukbang and stuff, and we're not clearly no hate on her at all or anything. This no cancel culture, no nothing. But we have this thing where we'll comment to see if she'll comment back, or if she'll even a heart to comment.
Yeah, that's what we like. Oh, she just posted because comment and see.
But we do know that she actually goes through her stuff and she'll read comments, like she reads them in her videos and stuff. So we'll post stuff just to see. But also
not like hater stuff.
No, just more of like, yo, Chelsea, what's up? Just like whatever it is, just to see if she'll like respond or whatever. But that's pretty much like the only time we'll comment on stuff like that. That's like a large influence.
Yeah, we even forget to comment a lot of times when it's like one of our friends.
Oh yeah, I tell people that all the time.
We're so bad.
Yeah, we'll watch stuff, but we just won't comment. Yeah. Especially if it's on TV or like watching it on the TV, we're not gonna comment.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean we didn't watch or we didn't like it or anything. We just forget. But
yeah, I mean, back to what you said though about never once have commented a hateful thing. I mean, we've commented back hateful things.
That's different. That's different.
On our own video.
Yeah, I won't go do... Okay, I'll take that. I was about to say, I won't do that on someone else's video. I will if it's someone else that I actually like that posted the video. That I know personally.
That you're just like...
Yeah, like if say, someone writes on Colby Ranch something nasty, I'll be like, whoa, dude. I'll be like, you better shut your mouth.
Yeah.
But I won't...
Never like hater towards...
No.
Yeah, which is like, I don't know. Again, it's just a bunch of haters, man.
It is. It's a bunch of people that need to get punched in the face. And what's funny too is, a lot of these people like forever, like for the longest time to be like, I hate you. You're stupid. You never do anything right. And I'm like, well, we're having a meet up and on this day you should show up.
Yeah.
But they won't show up.
Or just like actually meet me and see if you like form an opinion then actually in person, not off of this little video.
That's why I respect Roberts and Belly Acres. I doubt they watch the podcast or anything, but Rusty, if you guys don't know, just go to Roberts and Belly Acres and just say, hey, the Crockers talking about you on the podcast. I respect this more than anything. He came up to me and this had after been the whole day of doing stuff. We were at the hotel. And we were taking the trash out at the end, and we went out to the end, or we went outside. And we took the trash, and he said, "Man, I got to tell you something." He said, "I used to not like you. I would watch, and your attitude, the way you seemed, like you just seemed cocky, all this stuff." He's like, "And I watched you all day. You changed my mind. Like I like you, and we've hung out outside of like." The meetups and stuff, we've done stuff, not like a lot or anything, but we've seen each other outside of that, and we've
he gave us our free range chicken.
He did. And,
shout out for that. I love those chickens.
Yeah, and he did the man thing to do, the woman thing to do. Whatever he wants to be. I'm not going to judge.
Yeah, don't get canceled.
Yeah, just because he's bald and got a mustache don't mean he can't be a woman, but. We don't want to get canceled here. Yeah. Rusty, whatever Rusty. I can see a woman named Rusty.
Actually, there's somebody that works at the hospital.
Her name's Rusty?
Yeah.
Oh. I won't say what I'm thinking, but am I right?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
There's a chance. I don't know who it is, but he straight up, man to man, to my face said, I didn't like you, so I wanted to see who you were. And that oh, the world needs more of that.
You instantly got his respect.
Yeah.
I mean,
he got my respect.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I earned his respect from person, and he earned my respect.
Yeah.
You know. So, but yeah, that's what needs to happen, and not just getting on. And I get you can't meet everyone, but at the same time, why are you sitting on there getting mad about something that you don't need to be mad about?
Because I mean, again, not everybody's gonna like us.
No, and I don't care either.
Yeah, I mean, and that's okay.
Yeah,
totally, 100% okay.
It'd be weird if everyone liked you.
Yeah, that's at that point. I feel like you're just like a people pleaser. Or
yeah, you're fake as hell.
Yeah, but I do think more times than not, if people met us in person, they would like us.
I would say probably 99% of the time.
I'd say we're pretty fun. We're pretty cool.
Yeah, you could come up to us, like, say if we're out at Walmart or who knows where we're at. We're at Lowe's. We've had people come up to us at Lowe's and say stuff. We even walked in one time. They're like, Crocker! And I felt bad. I literally felt bad because we didn't go talk to him, but I was so in shock. It took me 10 minutes. It took me 10 minutes to figure out. I probably should just wouldn't talk to him, you know.
Every time that happens, you always like there's a long period of time. You're like, man, did I do that right?
Yeah. What are they like upset that I didn't like say hi? Like, was it a good interaction?
Because it always like shocks you at first. You're always like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's such a cool moment, but at the same time, I'm like, wait, did that just happen? You know? And it's like, I truly think, like, in my head for such a long time will be like, I wish that person had the best experience they could have had with us in that moment.
Yeah. I feel like if people met us, they probably would like you better than me.
Well, yeah.
Honestly. Now, if you met me...
It depends on where they met us, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. If you met me... I always talk about this, and this is what I tell all the new nurses. Before, or like my first couple years as a nurse, if you met me then versus now, I think just all in general, I'm a complete different person. Yeah. Then they'd be like, oh, she's so bubbly, fun, outgoing. Now I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, you're pretty lame.
I really have gotten lame.
Yeah, just since us being together, you've changed a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't even go like eat out somewhere. And she's like, oh, I won't go.
Man, I'm just tired.
Well, I'm trying to eat me some good food.
I mean, I do and go out to eat all the time. That's a bad example. Yeah. But socially, I'm just like, I just don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah. I'm tired. Yeah. I'm wore out.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. But anyway.
But yeah, I don't know. I just started, listening to the podcast stuff, and I was like, man, like, we have lived through cancel culture. I mean, there are videos out there that are just straight, complete bullshit that are out there about us. And
it's funny. It's like, just whoa.
Straight. It's like, where's your reality?
Right?
Where did that come from?
But again, that's people only get bits and pieces from us. And even it's their own mindset while watching is what they're going to take out of it. Yeah. As opposed to, I don't know.
Well, because they don't know anything. They don't know us. They don't, and the proof's in the pudding when it even comes down to people that have come out here with nothing but the best intentions, you know, but they come out and this isn't cancel culture or anything like that, but like they'll come out and be like, this looks nothing like I thought it looked like. Yeah. I watched every video and it looks nothing like it, because in your head you have this mindset of whatever it may be, whether it's about a person or a place or, anything.
Isn't that wild though? Like in general, so many different people's reality is like
it's completely different.
So different.
Yeah.
So different. Yeah. Than like, I mean, we could be living together. Yeah. And our reality is
everybody perceives something different.
Yeah. And it's all based off of like your own mindset, what you've gone through before. Yeah. And everything like
your
that.
Attitude on something.
Yes. And that's the craziest thing to me. Like two people can experience the same scenario, the same exact thing.
But complete opposite experiences.
Then tell the story. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And it's so different. Yeah. That's so wild to me.
It's just the way people are, it's just human nature.
Yeah. And that's where mishaps happen, I feel like, a lot of times too.
Yeah, every time.
It's like, what? No, that's not what happened. This is what happened. Is like, actually, no,
Yeah. And it could also, be, I mean, again, I don't this is just all hypothetical stuff, but it could be, say if, this is kind of how it was with, on the podcast, they were talking about Andrew Tate and all this stuff or whatever, but like, he would be joking, but people would take him serious.
See, that's where I get in trouble a lot on this, though.
Well, and there's a lot of stuff too that like we have inside jokes or we have certain things, and then there was a thing. I'll just here's proof right here. Lone Cowboy was live this morning, and
shout out.
And so I got on there, and Grumpy Grandpa was on there, and I talked trash, and they have their alter ego, There's Ned, and I said, who's worse, Ned or Mark? Actual Grumpy Grandpa. Which one's worse? And someone commented, I guess I think it got taken off or whatever, but they were like, Grumpy Grandpa goes out like, well, no, it's a joke. He's joking about, but they were at that point, say if they didn't know me, they wouldn't want to come look at the channel because they're like, who's this jerk? When it's like, in reality, I'm joking with two people that I really like, but it got perceived as, who is this jerk?
Yeah, I think jokes in general is where a lot of times where it gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
It gets me in trouble on here a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But, I mean, that's just like, again, that's just who I am. That's how I deal with everything.
Well, yeah.
Ever since I was little, like, I laugh in uncomfortable situations. I mean, unless take away from the hospital, I know how to be appropriate there. But like uncomfortable situations, like I laugh, I smile, I'll make jokes. And then at the hospital behind closed doors, that's what I do.
Well, even just our humor in general is kind of screwed up.
Yeah,
it's like, we may think something's funny, but at the same time, someone else doesn't. So then they don't like you because your humor is different than theirs.
And that's, I think, where we get along a lot as well. Is like, life, man, if you just can't laugh at it.
Yeah.
Again, if somebody says something you don't like or whatever, you're trying to cancel them, what if you, instead of taking that hate, you just laugh at it? Like, wow, the person's
an idiot.
Yeah.
And then just go on with your day.
And then how a difference would that make your life in general, instead of pouring out hate or taking all that time and just like on the inside, just like hate? That is not good.
Yeah.
This is not good for you.
And I mean, I've been there where, you're filled with hate and you'll do stuff that like later you look back, you're like, that was stupid, I
think everybody has, but then that's the thing where you look back and reflect, you're like, probably not the best way to handle life.
But unfortunately, to get back in like the whole like mob mentality of cancel culture and stuff, I think at that point they don't start to think like, I probably shouldn't have done that, because it's like, yes, us and 50 other people stood up and said the same thing. So when you have, here's the thing too, is when you have a group of people, and even if you're slightly wrong, but if you're in the middle of a group of people and they're constantly with like saying bad things, you'll just start to believe it and just be like, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
It's that's where your reality gets warped too. Instead of just dive deep in your own brain and figure out like, why did I have such a reaction to this?
Yeah.
And that it's something internal. That's something with you, and it's not the person that you're hating on.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it is like, what is going on in here?
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I respect about you. Like, you do that as well. I feel like not a lot of men do that.
I don't think a lot of people do that.
Well,
women are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay in the kitchen where y'all belong. Just lost some people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you ain't cooking.
No, you cook.
You should be cooking.
You cook and do the dishes.
No.
That's what happens.
I do.
So
maybe not recently, since I'm out here more. But it used to be at the house. I would wash dishes and stuff all the time.
I mean, I would do dishes too at the house, but I would cook. I would cook at the house,
and I would do the dishes. And then now here I cook, because it's a lot of grilling and stuff.
Yeah,
and then we just let the dishes. They're paper plates. Throw them away.
And then we just have cups that we just
6 million coffee mugs.
So many coffee mugs in this tiny camper.
You said, what, you had diarrhea in that one?
Oh, yeah.
It was my AG1, because it's green, and then it like dried on the side.
It was like all splattered.
Looked like baby diarrhea.
So you got some diarrhea in that one, baby?
Yeah, that was some boo one.
Yeah. I
was like, hey, make it, I'm going to poop in this coffee mug.
I don't think that would work out too well.
No, it'd be all over my hand. It'd be overflowing, baby.
Have you ever pooped in a cup and it overflowed?
I don't know if I've ever pooped in a cup.
Yeah. Not like driving.
You pooped in a cup? In a cup? I poop like in bags and stuff. I'm not in a cup. Why are your eyes watering?
Okay.
You were kind of hoping I would have taken the heat on that one. You called yourself out. Why are you crying?
It was funny. I don't think I've ever told this story.
All right, this is the time.
So let me tell it to 3,000 to 4,000 people. Okay, so one time I was on a road trip. Mm-hmm. It was just me, and it hit.
Why wouldn't you just poop on the side of the road?
I'm on the highway?
Yeah, I have pooped on the side of the highway. I couldn't tell you how many times.
Just people driving by, and you're just like in the
rather
grass.
than in a cup. No, right there, I'm leaning against the car.
Huh?
I'm going to pull off on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Open the door, and I'm going to lean against the car, and I'm going to poop. I'm not going to go out in the grass.
This was just like emergent. Like emergent. Like no time.
No, trust me, I've been there. But you had time to get a cup.
But like there's like grabbing the cup like while pulling to the shoulder type of situation. Like there's no time. There's zero time. I wouldn't be able to get out of the car type of situation.
Okay.
And then
What, like a Whataburger, like big?
It was a red Solo cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you fill it up?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Splash the sides a little bit?
I don't think so. I think it was contained because it didn't get anywhere. And then
So it wasn't like explosive. Anytime I got to go bad like that.
You're telling me you can't get it in a.
Oh, but I'm saying it would be just like if you threw a water balloon against the wall. That's what it's going to look like.
Well, I'm glad we're telling this story.
Yeah. You brought it up.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, you were hoping I would have had a story.
In a cup
No.
Before.
No.
Out of everybody, I feel like you
one
would be
time,
the one person. I just need somebody to share that with.
No, one time though, I worked at that dog facility and we'd have long lunches. So I'd go to Taco Bell and they had, I don't know why they don't have this anymore, but you know how I get my like little nacho, my chips and cheese? Well, they used to have it for $1, but it was in like a tray, but it would have beans on it. It was just chips, beans, and then the cheese. Oh. So it'd be like the black tray in the bottom with the clear lid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I pooped in one of those before.
Oh.
Yeah, I put it in the bottom of the bag, big brown bag, and then I just pooped and I sealed it so the stank wouldn't come out.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was genius.
Yeah,
because it could be like a longer one, like a banana split, and it just the banana in there. You could do a longer one because you got more of the cup would kind of, if you did a long one, it might fall out the top.
But I feel like whenever it hits, it's not like a situation where it's like that. It's more of
that's
like
why I was asking if you blew up on the sides of the cup.
Oh, yeah. Again, I don't.
It'd be like one of those. You know what I'm talking about.
Anyway.
Yeah, you brought this up.
I think you brought up pooping, and I was just wondering if you've gone in a cup before.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I have pooped on the side of the river. I've done that. I have pooped there. We just talked about this with Paragon.
Yeah.
I'll poop anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
It doesn't bother me at all. Oh, I forgot the Mexican food at the house in the fridge. It's all good. You can eat it when you go back.
It's probably going to be bad by then. But anyway.
But yeah, we're back, guys.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about the studio.
Yeah, it'll evolve. It'll get better. It's getting a little dark out now. You might actually start to be able to see a little bit of blue up there in the skull.
Yeah.
The only thing we need a lot of things in here to work on, but a heat source.
Yeah. It is kind of chilly right now. I mean, the doors are open. The doors are broken.
Yeah, you can't see, but there is a doorway.
Yeah. But to kind of close that off, put a heat source in here.
Yeah.
And then eventually have like a little desk over there where our producer, Mullet Dude, will be whenever.
It'll evolve. It'll evolve. And I think it'll be good. We need more lighting. We do have a lot of lights. It's
kind of hard to look at the camera right now because there's a million bright lights right there.
Yeah, it's not ideal. We need an actual light up top or something, but we'll work on this and we'll get it going. But it's cool.
This feels so much better.
I feel a lot more comfortable. Now the only thing that sucks is a lot of times we do this at night. Well, every time we do this at night.
Yeah.
So then we got to get and drive back, and then it's cold. And when normally we just have the heat source going in the camper and we just roll into the bed.
That's true.
So now it's like you got to commit.
Yeah. You just need to bring your jacket. We need to put the dang windshield on the side by side.
We say every time, this is my excuse, every time we go over there, I'm like, but it's dirty. We're going to have to wash it.
Let's put it on.
Because we can't put it on and then drive. We won't be able to see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so F cancel culture.
Yeah.
Again, you can't cancel us. We're uncancelable.
That's right. I mean, you can only get canceled if you want to. And again, it's just a bunch of haters. And it's
the mob mentality.
Yeah. It's so crazy that that's what the world has turned into. It's like, oh, I don't like this person or whatever. So
you're done.
So I'm going to strip away their career. I'm going to strip away everything.
Even if you did something years ago, they'll try to get you.
That's what's insane to me.
Yeah.
You are going to try to take away everything this person has worked hard for. Maybe they've done something wrong.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That is like, okay, that's not okay.
Yeah.
But again, nobody's perfect. People are going to do wrong. Just because somebody does something wrong, what makes it okay to try and take away everything?
It's because
that's so wild to me.
A lot of it is losers that will never be anything themselves, and they want to be relevant. This is their time to shine. They didn't
or
work
feel
hard.
like a part of something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it'll be people that aren't relevant that will try to do something to be relevant.
Yeah, my thing is just like, have a heart.
No, these people don't have hearts because they're trying to use your success, because you don't get canceled if you're a nobody.
That's true.
You get canceled if you have success, and they don't like people that have success because they never had success.
Yeah. And
so
then
when
again,
they can jump in and try to take it from you, they feel like they're gaining that from you.
Again, I mean, just thinking of all the big celebs, sometimes they be doing bad things.
Yeah, if you do something real bad, then I get it.
But no, even then, it's like everybody's human.
No, but I'm saying if you do something that you really shouldn't do.
Like a Bill Cosby situation.
Yeah, that or, people that have islands and whatnot.
Oh.
Yeah.
You probably can't say that.
No, so stuff like that should be.
This is different.
We understand that. But if someone made a joke 10 years ago and...
Yeah, or just, again, like...
Or they had an opinion that you didn't like.
Yeah.
A lot of it's political and stuff, but if you don't see eye to eye with someone, just go your own way.
Yeah.
There's so much room for you just to go do what you want. You can even stay in your little hate group, your nobodies, just do it over here and leave them alone.
Yeah, it's like, but that's the thing. What's worse? Say somebody does something, I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody recently get canceled for, like, somebody cheated on their wife and they're all famous, whatever. Like, oh, cancel that person.
That happens all the time.
I don't. Well, I feel like I was just trying to think of something.
Yeah.
I don't know. What does that say? Like, they're going through things or whatever themselves. And everybody's human. What does it say about you in your group or whatever that wants to strip everything away from somebody just because you don't like that or whatever? That own hate that you have in your own heart. Like, what does that say about?
Because they don't have hearts and they're losers.
God, just like.
But they think they're right because there's a group of people behind you. That's why I'm a big believer. Stand up for what you believe in, even if you stand alone, because if you're willing to do it alone, then I think you have every right to stand up for what you want. But when you do it just to jump into mob mentality, you're just a freaking loser that found other losers. And the only reason you have a voice is because there's a group.
Yeah.
And you would never say something like that to someone's face.
True.
Ever.
And it's just... I don't know. It's mind blowing to me. It just doesn't make sense to me.
How
anybody can think that way. I mean, no matter what, I've gone through I've had disagreements, everything like that. Would never, ever, even after everything, never try, want the best for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just okay, we're just going to separate our life, but
just move on.
I hope you do well. And I hope you're happy, but I'm going to be over here happy as well.
I hope you find happiness.
Yes.
I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you find the missing piece.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me that there's people that don't think that way. It's like, how
do
you not?
They have this hatred. They have this.
It's so wild that like live like that.
And here's the thing, and this is all of this is just our opinions with stuff. But people like that, they have this hatred, and they will keep this hatred in them for a long period of time.
You're just hurting yourself.
No, yes. So let's say, this person, they're no longer in your life because whatever happened, right? That person will hold it inside and wait for their moment. Mm-hmm. Just wait, because they're just filled with hate, and it just stays in there, and it stays in there, and it eats them. And every day you're going to get worse and worse because the hate builds, and it's going to build and build and build.
So when bitterness.
So when you finally can let it out, it's a big thing. Like it's a big blow up or whatever. But the reality is that
just
person
hurts you more.
Well, yes, but that person is doing everything that they're mad that you did. Mm. You know what I mean? They're going to do the exact same thing you did by doing something wrong, but they're going to think they're doing it in the right way. You know what I mean? Like, so let's say me and you were together, we split up, and it was, I did something bad, whatever. Mm-hmm. I did something bad to you, and you had this grudge. So it goes along for however long without, whatever. And then it's time for you to get your revenge. So you're holding all this anger, so you're going to do something that's in the wrong.
Yeah, you're talking about very specific.
No.
You're talking.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
As opposed to, I was just talking like in general people.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just using this as me and you as an example if this were to happen. So you'll hold in like a grudge, but then you'll do something bad to somebody whenever you originally got mad at a person for doing something bad. You're like, you shouldn't do a bad thing. So you're going to come after someone and do a bad thing. So you're going to do exactly what you didn't like, but in the way of, I'm going to do it to destroy you. I mean, so how does that make you any better?
Yeah, what's that like quote is like, the most toxic person will try to change how others like see you or whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's like that. Most people will spew things to like, I don't know, try and bring you down.
Yeah.
It's like, that's actually not true.
Yeah.
Here's the truth.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we say this a lot too.
It's the way she goes.
No. The people that are yelling the loudest have nothing to say.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the truth too. A bunch of people, and this goes into like politics a lot and all this stuff. You have all these people, let's just say you got the politics, and it don't matter what side you're on. If you're yelling about the other side, and it's like, you guys are stupid, this and that, and if you walk to them and say, what is it that you don't like?
Yeah.
What policy do you not like? What about this person? They'd be like, they'd have nothing to say, but they're loud as hell.
Oh, so loud. I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again. Both sides are the exact same.
Yes.
Snowflakes are on this side and snowflakes are on this side. Everybody gets offended.
But the perception of it, the reality of it, they can't see the reality of it when people are in the middle and we're like, y'all both stupid. Yeah. Like, y'all are all stupid right now. Can y'all not see this?
Yeah, maybe here's a solution. Instead of yelling, let's just come together and compromise.
Yeah, that never happened, though.
Unfortunately. That's not how the world works.
Which is crazy because it's like, in reality, people are so much alike. And even when it comes to politics, you would probably feel the exact same way if you didn't put a side on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you talked about a topic without saying it's a one side or the other, you would probably agree on it. You just are thinking differently because of a title.
Literally.
And
like, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what's wrong in the world.
It's wild.
And
so the easier thing for people was just, I will cancel you.
Yeah. And just yell and scream about it.
And and here's the thing too, that this is what sucks. The people that yell the loudest have nothing to say. And the people that may know they're right or know that they didn't do wrong, they will just be like, you know what, fine. Because they're tired of hearing the yelling. Mm-hmm. So people that literally shouldn't back down will just back down because they're like, we're tired of hearing about it.
And it just makes your life miserable.
Yes. And that's what's crazy is people that have nothing going on yelling, have no right to be yelling, are yelling, and people that just want peace and quiet will just be like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, we're done here because
can't deal with it.
I'm tired of hearing it.
And then whenever you finally do stand up or whatever, you're the bad guy.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that applies to
everything.
Everything. I'm just like running through a million situations at work. I'm running through.
Yeah. I mean, anything.
Any scenario in life, whenever you're finally like, you know what? This is going to be a no for me. I'm setting a boundary.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah. You know? That's another thing that people can't handle. Boundaries. And I mean, that could be a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, truly. Baby, this is almost.
I know.
Wow, we're doing good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Then. All right, bye. What do y'all think down below? The things did we say? Do y'all believe kind of the same thing?
Yeah.
Do you feel like some of the stuff we were a little off on?
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't matter to us whether you think we were right or wrong. Yeah. We're just very curious.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like we won't. A lot of times people think we're getting on them on comments.
Yeah.
But no, we're not going to cancel you.
Yeah, no.
Or whatever. If you're disagreeing with us,
yeah.
A lot of times we'll comment back like, no, this is actually...
Yeah, you don't understand what actually went on.
Yeah, if we're commenting back about stuff, it's, no, this is actually our own lives. I know what happened and this is what happened.
Yeah. You watched 24 minutes, we lived 24 hours of it.
So this is what I'm telling you, my personal experience is this. It's not like, oh, you bad.
Yeah.
You know,
I do think another funny thing is it's like a real small side of like cancel culture, but people will be like, I'm going to say what I'm going to say because I know you're going to block me. And it's like, the only way we'll block someone on YouTube is if they say some nasty stuff that shouldn't be on the internet no matter what.
Yeah, we're not going to block if you're just...
Oh, no.
Like if you're just... I don't know.
I'll block a hater that is like a just known trolling. Hater that just complete trolls because they say nasty things to other people or whatever. Yeah. I'll block that. But if you have a difference in opinion than us or whatever, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care.
Could you what if everybody had the same opinion? That would just nobody would learn. Yeah, nobody would learn anything.
Yeah.
Guess what? Everybody's gonna have different opinions. Everybody lives differently. Everybody has different realities, and that's another thing. Like our opinions, like because where we live, are affected. Like they're so different than somebody who lives. Over here in like the city, because their reality is so different. Their opinions on things are going to be different.
It's the same thing when it comes to building. They're like, no, code is to this. Well, in your area, maybe, but not ours. That doesn't mean it's wrong either way.
Yeah.
It just means we don't got no restrictions. We do whatever we want.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we live in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And out in the country.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean... Definitely, we welcome different opinions. I love different opinions. That's where conversation comes from. That's how you learn and grow, and that's how you learn about other people as well, as different opinions.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the world needs more of them.
Yeah, opinions aren't facts. They're just...
That's a whole nother topic, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. We appreciate it. This may be our longest to date one. It was almost 50 minutes. I hope the camera's still rolling.
We looking, it's like not even.
I don't know. We'll find out. So this may end with black audio.
Yeah.
But appreciate y'all guys watching. We figured this would be a cool topic to talk about in our new studio.
Yeah, and let us know if you think stuff like this would be good to set as a premiere. So that way people can comment to each other. Like have a conversation.
As it's going.
Yeah. That way you guys watch, have conversations with other people
about
what we're talking about. I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let us know if you think that's a good idea or not. I mean, whatever.
I really don't know if the camera's still rolling.
Oh, I'm nervous. Now go look.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.